energy of desperation is probably the worst one. The reason being because as soon as you become desperate for something, you don't get it. I know it's hard. I know it's a very, very, very bitter truth, but it is what it is. You get desperate for things, and voila, you have now repelled that thing away from you. And that is why you are here in this video in the first place, because you might be desperate for a job, for a career, for a partner, and you are not getting it. And now you want to run away from that energy of desperation. You want just peace, because that energy of desperation, as someone who's had been desperate for a lot of things which I'm going to reveal in this video, I'll tell you, you just cry all the time. You just think that God is unfair to you. You just think that maybe you'll never get this thing, and you get desperate to a point where it really starts affecting your mental health. It's not the other person who is doing things to you. You can't just simply cut off. In case when people are doing something to you, you can always cut off, but it's you. You can't just run away from yourself, and that's the energy of desperation. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Chia Vish and I hope you all are doing good, which I'm assuming you are not, but you will after this video. Certainly will work on that desperation ka kida, or the, whatever. I don't know how to translate that in English. But yes, there was a point in my life when I was very desperate for certain things in my life. I had started an Instagram page where I would write poems, and despite me being there for 2 years, I would not ever grow. I was stuck at probably 300 followers or even less, and me being there for 2 years and consistently posting twice a day, and at times thrice a day. I would post thrice a day consistently, so you can calculate how much posts I made, and I had to write every day, and I had to put it out, edit every day, and I was not getting any result back. And I got desperate to a point where I would cry every day that God is being unfair, that I'm not getting the things that I want. Did it help? Do you think I got things that I wanted? I did not. I had to learn, I had to train myself to stop being desperate for things and accept that there are times when you don't get those things. Does not mean that you will never get those things. Maybe you're not getting those things at this point of time because universe has some other plans, and there may be multiple reasons why you're not getting it right now. So first things first, we are going to accept the principle behind why you are not getting things, okay? Because when we are desperate, the first thing that eats us up is that why are we not getting things? And we start thinking that it's because we are not good enough. That is the first thing we do. We do that we are not good enough. The second thing what we do is we blame the world. That it is because of this person, it is because of this, it is because I'm not born in a good family, I'm not born in a rich family, that we start blaming everyone around us and ourselves. It's very bad for your health. It's very bad because that is something that is changing your outlook for the world for bad. And it's not only going to affect your life in this domain, but it is also going to affect your life in other domains, your relationships with your parents, with the people around you. You're going to have a very negative outlook. So that is the reason why first we should know why are we not getting things that we want right now, so that we don't come up with stupid excuses, right? So the reason why you may not be getting things is because this is not the right time, okay? We all have right time. There is a timeline, and universe knows the best for you. There have been times when I was crying that I could not get internships. There was a time when I was crying that I'm not able to earn money. There also came a time when I got job opportunities where I was getting the money that I wanted, but I couldn't handle it. I got into fights with the employers because I was not able to take it. So at one moment I was fighting with universe that why you're not giving it to me, and then the second moment universe gives it to me but I'm not able to keep it. The reason? Because it wasn't meant for me at that point of time. Does that mean I was not deserving? No, I am deserving of it. I'm absolutely deserving of it. If the world is deserving of it, you certainly are, because you are no different. The thing is that at that point of time, maybe you don't have the required skill sets. Maybe you don't have the things that is wanted. That is why you don't have it. That is the first thing that you need to keep in your brain. The second thing is that maybe universe is not giving it to you because there is something better out there for you. And that is one truth that I will ask you to always keep in your mind. Now, right now I told you how my Instagram never worked out despite me posting every day. But then I gave up on it. I'm not telling you to give up on your goals, but I'm saying that sometimes you should know when to let go of things. So I let go of that and I started a YouTube, and it's working fine. I love doing this. I love doing it more than I ever loved doing that Instagram thing. So there you go. Sometimes you don't get things because something out there is better, right? That is something. Now another thing that I want to say is, if you are feeling desperate, it's better that you replace it with something else. Okay, that desperation energy, it's just energy, right? It's just energy. What is emotions? Emotions are energy in motions. So what you do is, you can't destroy the energy. You can't, right? We all have studied those principles. I'm assuming you have, okay? I am bad at science, but I'm assuming you have. So energy can be only transformed from one form to another. So we should, how to change that energy? We can always change that desperation energy into motivation. So instead of going and thinking, why am I not getting it? Why am I not getting it? Change it with, how am I gonna get it? How am I gonna get it? Now you have shifted that energy. From desperation, you have suddenly moved into motivation. Energy is same, but it's different. And that is so productive. That is gonna drive you to great heights, and that is something you're gonna do. Okay, now another thing that I have written down here is that if you are going to be desperate like you are right now, you're never going to be happy. And the faster you learn it, the faster maybe you're going to recover from this. Because in that desperation energy, we don't even see the things that are around us that are so well, that are going right for us. Because when we are desperate, there is only this thing in our head that maybe I'm not gonna get it, I am unlucky, universe is unkind to me, this is unfair. You don't see things that you have. You don't see that the things that are going right for you and are not going right for the other people. So it's time that you also look around when you are desperate. It's I think the best advice you can take is, when you are desperate, take your time and just express gratitude for the things that you have. Just say, thank you God that I have this. And you'll cry. I'm telling you, you'll cry, because I used to do this when I was desperate, and I would cry that, thank you God, I have a mother. And I would think in my head that everyone has a mother, right? Everyone has it. Everyone has a father. Everyone has a loving family. How does it make any difference in my life? But there is a thing. Everyone does not. Everyone does not have a loving parent. Everyone does not have supportive parents. You do, and be grateful for that. You have things that many people won't. And I know this is a very wrong mindset to see people who have less than you, because you should always look up to people who have more than you, because that's how you reach even greater height. But sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's really good. If you want to feel richer, if you want to feel more fuller, if you want to feel more satisfied, it's right to look down on not look down on people, sorry, my bad, but look around yourself and look at people who have it less than you, who have it worse than you. And that is when you know that you have enough. And with that enough state, when you start going and achieving things, you get even more. And that is such a strong mindset, where you can look at people and think that, oh my God, you can look at people and never get too overconfident that, oh, I'm the Lord of the world. You can look at people above you and be humbled, but at the same time, you can look at people below you who don't have much and go, okay, I have enough. And striking that balance is the perfect place to maintain that equilibrium and not go into that energy of desperation. The final and the last point I would like to tell you is that every time you feel desperate, just calm yourself down. Every time you feel overwhelmed with these emotions, which you will hear now and then, just sit and take a deep breath. You'll be fine. Just tap. I do tapping. I don't know what it does. I don't. But as soon as I start feeling overwhelmed, we have chakras in our body, and just identify which place you're feeling overwhelmed in. Sometimes it's your brain. There is so much thought. So just start tapping it and imagining that while you are tapping, all this negativity is going out. Just imagine and visualize it in your head. Sometimes it's your chest, you feel burdened. Sometimes it's your stomach. There are chakras in our bodies, and somewhere you are feeling something. So identify which point it is and start tapping. When you do that, I don't know the scientific thing behind it. I don't, but when I do that, I feel really relieved. And for one moment, I can detach myself from that energy of negativity and desperation, and I can choose how I want to feel. Okay, so I hope you like this video. I hope you learned something from it. I hope you gained something from it, because I just sit there, I write on my page all the pointers that I want to cover. That is all I do. The rest is up to you. The rest, how to implement it, in which way you take the advice, because every person is going to take it differently, is up to you. Okay, so yeah, that is it, I guess. And if you liked it, please like it, because that way you get similar content on your feed, you get more motivational content, and it's better to consume this than to consume trash that makes you feel even more nervous. It's better to consume this than to consume other things that makes you even more desperate, right? So I hope you liked it. Bye bye.